So the name comes up, Sean O'Malley, right? He's the fight that everybody seems like they're interested in. You know,
Oh
and there's
yeah,
those little percentage of people are like, oh, why are you fighting two prospects? These are like, you guys are not, you guys are becoming like to the point where you're not prospects. You're becoming
yeah, no,
contenders. So it's like
yeah,
you're almost there to that point, right? Do you feel like you're entering that contender status?
yeah. I feel like I'm actually reaching like the position where I should be ranked. But also again, that's a testament to how stacked this 135 division is. Like, I should be ranked, you know, especially after my last two fights. I felt like I should have been ranked after that Davy fight because right after that Davy fight, Cheeto Vera got ranked, you know, and I beat Davy Grant. I feel like I should have got ranked at least if it was number 15. But also, even if I got ranked at that time, I probably would have been booted out anyway, since my next fight wouldn't be till, you know, just this last week, you know. So, uh, I knew I was gonna have to fight my way back into it anyway. So, uh, honestly, like, yeah, we're both getting to that contender spot, and it's not a bad fight. It's definitely not a bad fight, but is it a fight that makes sense for him at the moment? I don't think so because it'd be like he's fighting Pedro Munoz. Granted, if he wins, it definitely doesn't make sense. If he loses, then it's like, all right, well now the wheels are turning for this fight to actually happen, and then that would probably actually be the fight that would put a number next to my name for sure. So it would just all just depend on how that all that situation plays out, because he beats Pedro Munoz. He's looking at someone in the top 10. He's gonna be like, nah, like I gotta get someone good, because I think I don't know where Pedro Munoz is ranked, but I'm pretty sure he's easily top 10. So if he's top 10, he would probably end up taking this spot, and he would only want to fight in front of him, which he would probably try to go against. Like he'd either try to call out either Rob Font or another striker. He's not going to try to fight any of those wrestlers at all. So, yeah, it is what it is. If he loses, then yeah, it's a perfect fight to happen. But if he wins, he's not gonna look back.
I feel like this fight's gonna happen
Oh,
eventually,
either
no
way,
matter what.
yeah.
No matter what, it could happen a year from now, 2 years. It could happen 6 months. We don't know in this wild world of fucking fighting, right?
Oh,
It's just insane.
oh yeah. Especially I go out there and I star sticks this next guy, whoever I fight, go out there and starch him. It might just be enough to be like, well, I got a number next to my name, and let's just say it just puts me like, let's just say this fight doesn't do much for Sean O'Malley, moves him one up or something, it puts me like right behind him. It'd be like, all right, now this fight makes super sense, So, it just all depends how everything goes, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. But we know that it's gonna be a striking battle, without a
Yeah,
doubt. And when you look
yeah.
at
No,
his
I'm not shooting.
striking, yeah, yeah, for sure. He's not shooting either, most likely. When you like look at his style of striking, it is unique, just like yours. Yours is unique as well. But assessing it, like the basics of him, O'Malley, what do you see?
It's the range and the feints. He does both very, very well. And that's what sets everything else up. And that's why he's able to get creative like he does, is because he's setting everything up. Every little movement is a setup. Every little movement is a setup. He doesn't just throw a punch to throw a punch. He doesn't throw a feint just to throw a feint. He wants you thinking every single time because it's 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 pretty simple, and it like for everybody else, for the untrained eye, they look at that and they're like, he's doing so much and he's like moving, he's doing all this and that, like, man, then he gets the big knockout. It's like everybody will watch him get like a knockout, let's just say over like Eddie Wineland, but no, he did so many things before that knockout happened. It was like feints. He was thinking, making him think low, making him think high. He was making him think that it was an uppercut coming, then switches up to a straight cross, and just everything he's doing everything off of certain reasons, uh, all off of certain reads. Like he does a feint. Let's just say he feints. The other guy is like immediately like trying to load up. He's like, okay, well, I know that he's trying to load up for an overhand right. He feints again, then he's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna feint the kick. Oh, let me see what he's doing. Like just small little reads make the biggest biggest adjustments in his head, And I feel like I do the exact same thing. I feel like I put the forward pressure so I can see what they're gonna do, and then I counter off of that. So it'd be a fun fight. It'd be like a thinking's man fight too, because it'd be like both of us are doing things. We're all working in different ranges. We're working uh not only just a thinking man's game, but also we'd end up brawling too, because man, it would just have to happen at some point, you know, and then it'd be like tacticians like point, 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 and then brawl. Yeah, I feel like that's how that fight would end up going.
Yeah, I see that too. It's like it could turn out to be somewhat of a even match on the feet. It could come down to durability. Do you think that that could be a major factor? Because you shown durability. It's him that everybody questions.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's that would be the biggest thing because I feel like I like if I put everything together, I feel like I shut him down. Like especially I'm not having off night. I'm on my game 100%. Like I feel like I stop him. Uh, but also at the same time too, like you have to be on. You can't be off against Sean O'Malley because any little off night you have against him, you'll be waking up. You know, shoot, and sometimes you know. Like I said, like he'll have a night where he doesn't look as good as he does. You know, like it took him like 3 rounds just to. He might have had a walking punching bag, but it took him 3 rounds to stop somebody like Chris Moutinho and all that stuff. So, you know, it just depends on what type of off night he's having. Because dude, he got his leg chewed out by Cheeto Vera and all that stuff. So you know, it just depends. You know, I feel like I'd be able to hurt him. I feel like I'd be able to hurt him in the body, to the head, everywhere. You know, so. Uh, so yeah, to me, I look at it. I love this fight for myself. So I wouldn't want that fight.
I love that both of you guys are building the hype for a fight. It's not even booked, but it's gonna happen, and you guys both
Yeah.
know it's gonna happen. So it's great to
Oh
see.
yeah. It's like it's inevitable, man. It's like when the immovable object meets the unstoppable force, and I'm like I'm ready for it, man.
For sure.